Runsewe, and this is Let's Talk Beauty on Lens. Welcome to our new segment today. Well, today we are talking about IVs. Yeah, as a way of skin lightening, skin bleaching. Yeah, and what are these IVs? It's like the use of intravenous drips that are inserted into your skin, through your blood cells to control your melanin production. This is directly inserted into your blood. And actually, this came as a breakthrough in healthcare. And it was actually meant for people who are going through chemotherapy and those that are going through severe liver damage. Yeah, and that was actually meant for that because when they take these drugs for chemotherapy or drugs for severe liver damage, it actually increases melanin production. So they brought the IVs just to control the melanin production, to give it a balance, to make it normal, so that complexion is restored, your eye color is restored, your hair production is restored, because the increased melanin production was actually destroying the hair on people that are going through chemotherapy. They were losing their hair, because of the drugs they were using. Yeah, and the substance that is actually used in this IV is glutathione. Yeah, glutathione is actually believed to be sourced from the watermelon. Yeah, that is where it is actually highly sourced from, and it's actually supposed to be healthy to your skin. But when the beauty industry heard about this glutathione, they actually took advantage of it to use it for skin bleaching and skin lightening, thereby increasing the dosage. The normal dosage is actually supposed to be like 500 mgs, but they have increased it to like 2,000, 3,000 mgs for a treatment. And well, if you're looking at going through this way of skin bleaching, some things that you need to know about is the cost implication. It doesn't come cheap. It doesn't come cheap. If you look at the developed world, we are looking at per treatment like $3,000 per treatment. So it doesn't come cheap, but it has actually been abused on the market, and alternatives have been produced. Lower, concentration has been produced and brought into the skincare, industry, and it's not supposed to be like that, and well, even though it has been reduced, the concentration has been reduced, the money has been brought down, it's still very costly compared to this part of the world where we live, because you have to do like 10 treatments in just one round. 10 treatments, and that is just one round, and you have to do that for every 5 weeks. It actually takes 10 treatments for just one round. That is 10 IVs. You have to go there and do it maybe like 10 times for you to go through one round, and you have to do like 5 rounds. That is 5 weeks. Yeah, so in that 5 weeks that you have done it, and it has to be continuous, because for you to get your desired complexion that you need, it takes about 3 months. It takes about 3 months. Well, they will tell you that it's permanent. It's never permanent. It's just a long term. The difference with that and with the use of mercury, steroids, is that this lasts longer because it's going right to your blood cells and attacking your melanin right into your blood cells. Well, and it's not cheap, because like I said, on this part of the world it's actually expensive, because if you look at it, it ranges in between 15,000 to 40,000. That is per IV, per intravenous drip, not per round. So if you're looking at that amount, if it's 40,000 naira times 10, that's 400,000. So it's actually not cheap at all. So you have to look at the cost implication. Like I said earlier, all these skin bleaching compared to natural skincare, skin bleaching is very expensive. Some people will say you're doing it the right way. There's no right way in skin bleaching. It's still wrong. Okay, the benefits of this IV, according to the people that are doing it, number one, they want to boost your self-esteem. Some people feel like when they are fair, They are more preferred than when they are dark. And it was actually like introduced in Hollywood, where people wanted to take movie roles, like for the black skin people, the black people, they wanted to look fair so they can get more roles in the industry. And that's how they indulge into skin bleaching. A lot of stars that we look at, if you look at their pictures way back, they were actually not as fair as they are today, just because they want to make more money. It's a way of making more money. It's a way of being noticed. And it is actually, I think women should change their paradigm, because they just feel like the men are more drawn to fair complex women than to the dark skin tone. But it's actually not like that. So at the end of it all, it's all about being accepted. That is why they think they must lighten their skin, so that they are accepted. A number of side effects, especially on, if you're, like I said, if your melanin is suppressed. There are a number of side effects. Like we have change of color in your hair, change of color in your pupils. There's also numbness. Your skin becomes numb. Because the melanin production is reduced, and some nervous systems are not as active as they used to. So there's a whole lot of damage. It's actually also associated to memory loss. Yeah, it's associated to memory loss. It's also associated to hypertension. So many things are associated to that, but they will never tell you about that. They will never mention that, because it's more about making money and for you feeling good for that short while. Yeah, so you actually have to consider all these before you get into it, so that at the end of the day you don't say they never told you. And they also have now IVs that are actually saying that they can slow down your aging. Because by the time you reduce your melanin, by the time you're exposed to the sun and you're having reactions and your skin is wrinkling, so they have to add in something that can reduce the aging, meaning it prevents the wrinkles from coming out due to the effect of the use of these products. So there will always be something added to it. It will never stop. They'll keep on adding to it, and at the end of the day, by the time you're done, you realize that you're doing so much. Exactly. You have to keep renewing, because if they say you get your desired results like in 3 months, that is when you see the results. But if you're not doing anything, it starts going down. So you have to now maintain it. You have to keep doing it to maintain it. You may not actually do the 10 rounds, like you have done before, but I'm sure it will reduce, but you have to maintain what you already have achieved.